Hello Year 6, this is your Monday afternoon art lesson. I know we did a few different art things last week, but now what we're going to do is go back to our learning about Australian Aboriginal art. So I'm going to just share with you the flip chart, and then we've got a short video to watch as well. Okay, so hopefully you can see that now. So the learning intention this week is, can I choose appropriate media to work with? There's a beautiful dot image there. And first thing to do is think about what we learned in our last session. So stop the video if you want to have a think about that. So last time, I think you should have used felt tips or colouring pencils or something to arrange your Aboriginal symbols into some kind of picture, which tells a story, and it can just be people meeting around a campfire. It could be fishing. It could be anything. Okay, as long as it uses some of the symbols and the dots combined together. So what we're going to do today is think about how we can recreate those dots with paint and what's the best way to do it and what are the best tools to use. So there's a couple more images of how the dots are arranged that we've looked at before. Okay, so you could also, as well as using these symbols, choose a sort of animal to represent that. There's a kangaroo there and a lizard and an alligator. But what we're going to do is have a go on any bit of paper that you've got, experimenting with different ways of making these dots. Now, I know it's difficult if some of you haven't got paints at home, just ready mixed bottles of paint that you can get in Asda or Tesco or anywhere. But I did watch a video earlier and they were actually using coffee, very strong coffee, and using that to make the dots. So you can use tea or coffee if you haven't got paints, just to experiment with. So last year, what we did was we used a range of tools. We had some cotton buds, we had some kebab sticks that you use, some skewers, wooden bamboo skewers that you use for kebabs. We had the end of a pencil, the end of a paintbrush, anything that you can dip into paint and it will make a dot. So let me just show you. There's a person here now. He's using cotton buds. What you need to be careful of is cotton buds are actually really bad for the environment. So you want to get the ones, if you've got some in the house, perfect. But if you're going to buy any, I think they only sell now, hopefully, the ones that are made with card and not with plastic. So this has been speeded up, obviously, but can you see? We found that cotton buds weren't actually the best way of making the dots. You got a more accurate dot with the end of the other end of, the wrong end of a paintbrush, or a skewer, wooden kebab skewer. Some of you will have those in the kitchen anyway. A small stick from the garden with a pointy end, anything like that. But today's just about trying it out because it's quite tricky to get the dots a uniform size and uniformly spaced. So really this is just about practicing, having a go and seeing how you get on. In school, I think the things we've got to use are, as I've said, the ends of a paintbrush. We've got a few cotton buds and we've got some kebab sticks. So that's what we will be working with. And then once you've got the hang of this, so have a good practice, see what sort of designs and patterns you can make. It's not going to be your final piece, it's just a practice day to day. And then what we're going to move on to next week is we're going to use a small canvas. We're going to colour mix so that we get a good colour onto the canvas as a background rather than working on white, because it's much more effective to work on a background colour. And then we're going to start painting our designs on with dots. So today, just have a go at trying to make these dots. There are lots of videos of varying quality on YouTube if you want to watch any more about how to do these dots carefully, but that's up to you. I'm just going to stop that now. Go back to our meeting. Oh. Okay, So have fun with that. Hopefully, if you're really struggling with paints or anything, please let us know, because we can always put some things, resources that you need in the office if you're able to send someone to come and get them. But just let us know. That's not a problem. All right, have fun with that, and I'll see you on the Zoom later on if you're in Seagulls, and tomorrow for English if you're in Albatross. Have a lovely afternoon.